Listen to the rhythm of the falling rain. I'm a little hoarse today. And it's raining again. But that's good, I guess. Helps the grass and the crops grow. And the hay. Grass. Anyway. Yeah, it's a light rain today. But I already got a ½ inch. I don't know when it started raining, but it woke me up. Yeah, it's been a gentle rain today. Just the kind I like. Slow and steady. Yeah. Well, we'll see what not much I can do today if it's raining. Yeah, we'll see. No wind. Yeah, maybe I'll go to town, buy something. Look who found me. Hey, girl. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, rain's good if it's slow and steady. It's when it gets to be too much rain, that's where the problem is. But so far, this rain is good, and it looks like it won't be that much out of it. Yeah, we got a ½ inch last week, and now I got another ½ inch. What? What do you want? You're becoming needy again, cat. Like your brother. But I guess that's okay. Since you're the only cat around here. Yeah. Wait until the rain's over and see if there's anything I can do. Well, it's still raining at 9:30. If it stops raining, I'll go to town. Pick up a few items at the grocery store. That's a smaller grocery store. Well, it's raining harder now. Yeah. I lost my internet too. When the rain was slow, I was able to have internet. The tree frogs are out. Yeah. My gutter's overflowing. I need to fix this. Unplug this gutter here somewhere. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Getting a lot of rain. Getting a lot of rain. I'm sure the farmers are liking this rain for their crops. Neighbors got soybeans out here, but that's the main crop being planted this time of year. Corn was usually first in spring, so they got a late start. But they still got it planted. Oh, I guess around the end of May. Yeah. And they're probably still planting beans now. But there's a lot been planted around me. All I can do today is enjoy the rain, as long as it's slow. As long as it's slow and steady, nothing heavy. After the rain stops, I'll drive down to the pasture bridge, see how high the creek got. I see the cattle over there. One on this side of the tree, there's one on the other, and the others are probably on the other side too, where I can't see them. I'm glad I cleaned the barn a little bit yesterday, because it'd be pretty sloppy right today. Yeah. It was still wet. Manure was still wet yesterday too, but at least I got it cleaned up a little bit for a while. They'll track it all up again with their feet. Okay. Alright, I gotta wait for the rain to end before I can go to town. I don't want to drive in the rain. Did a little laundry the other day. Yeah, the last few times I've done laundry, I just did a few things. And that big black tub over there that used to be on my, that was covering the end of the big trailer. I just wasn't washing them by hand. I didn't feel like using the washing machine for a small load. Reminds me of being in the Philippines. Everybody washes things by hand now, even when they have washing machines. Okay, I should have picked them up the other day. They're not getting wet here, but I'll pick them in. It's still damp down with this rain. I was wrong. I guess they're dry enough. I'm going to take them inside the house. I got some shirts I need to wash too. By hand. Since it's raining, I'll go ahead and collect some water with my little wash tub. And I'll bring up some more clothes. I still use water from the house for my sister, but it's nice to use some rainwater. It's all rainwater actually. Rainwater goes into my cistern and I use it. Yeah. Well, since it's raining, I figured I would just go ahead and wash a few clothes in my tub. Yeah. We used to normally have it over there covering up the end of the hitch part and the jack. Keep the rain off of it, but I've been using this thing about 3 times now to wash clothes by hand. First, I need some water from the hose. Just like they do in the Philippines, I'll just let it soak for about an hour. Yeah. They have different tubs for washing clothes in the Philippines. They're more of a big, wide, and about half as tall. They're really wide tubs that they use for washing clothes. But when they do it by hand. But I just use what I got. I actually found that after the big flood last year, the 8-inch flood down in the bottom, that was propped up, that was leaning against the gate there on the other side of the creek. Right before I go up the hill, up the pasture road. Yeah, got washed down from somewhere. But I salvaged it, and now I can use it. Well, it's 10:30 and it's still raining a little bit, so I want to drive down to the bridge. I'm gonna have to walk to the bridge from the gate though. It's too wet. There's a truck. Well, there's water flowing through the creek, or stream, or should I say, this ditch from the other side of the road. And it's flowing down through my double culvert over there, where I got a crossing. And then flows out through that ditch we had dug out. Yeah, and it's working good. Working good. Yeah, it's still raining. And the water's flowing through the culvert and on top of the road too, into the pond. So there's fresh water going into the pond. And going out through the new culvert over there that I had installed, because the other one broke. Well, I'll drive into the gate and then I'll walk the rest of the way to the bridge. Well, I can see water flowing here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to address that one of these days. Yeah, the water's flowing through here. Yeah, it's flowing through there too. Yeah, I think it flows out that way. I probably could do some more rock in here. Yeah, water's always collecting here, and when it starts to overflow, it flows out along the fence, which is not good. Okay. I'm gonna back down so I can get out easier. The water along the fence ain't exactly flowing. It's not flowing. It's just settling in there. But if the water was high enough, it would flow along the fence because it's lower. Yeah. Along there too. Well, I guess I didn't pick the best time to come out to the bridge. I thought the rain had let up. Now it's raining hard again. Yeah. I'll just wait a while before I get out. I got my umbrella, but I'll still get wet. And I don't want to get my phone wet either. I'll wait till it settles down. Look at deer way out there in the neighbor's field, up against the tree line. It's bouncing around. Yeah, there it goes. It must have heard me. It stopped. There it goes. It's running along the tree. Oh, it ran into the forest. Okay. Yeah, no cattle out today. They're they're on top somewhere. Yeah, I got to do something about this pasture. I think I'm going to mow it, but not technically mow it with a bush hog. I'm gonna break it. I'm gonna see if I can hook up the old sycamore. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I haven't used that since like 2015. Yeah, it's been a long time since I cut hay with that. I think I can cut that with a sycamore instead of the bush hog. Yeah, I'm going to give that a try. I'll have to wait till it dries up a little bit, but I'll cut what I can. What I can't cut with the sycamore, I'll cut with the bush hog. But I want to cut these ironweeds are starting to get big. Yeah, the dark green ones, the tall ones. Yeah. Okay, well, rain let up a little bit. I'm going to walk to the bridge. Yeah, the rain is less now. I'll walk to the bridge. Barefoot. Yeah, I think I can cut this with a sycamore. Like I said, I haven't used it in 10 years. But I think it'll still work. The sycamore might be a little rusty. And the belt might be old. I might have to get a new belt. But I think I can cut it. There's no big weeds in here, just the ironweeds. I think it'll work. Yeah, I just have to grease it up, oil it up. Yeah. Yeah, but I think what I'll do first, before I cut this one, I'm going to cut the one over there. There's less grass in there. Yeah, there's mostly weeds over there. So on the other side of the creek in that pasture. So I'll cut that first with the sycamore. If that works good there, get it shined up there. Then when I come here, it'll cut better. Well, I gotta wait for everything to dry up. Yeah, it's too wet to cut. Yeah. Besides, there's some wet spots through here. I can't cut. I can't cut in that little low spot where I feed the hay, but I can cut on the higher ground. As long as after it dries up, of course. Yeah, I can see the water's high in the creek, but there's no overflow. It won't. The creek doesn't overflow over the bridge until I get at least an inch and a half of rain or more. Yeah, at least an inch and a half. This is upstream from the dam. Oh, look at those elderberries. Well, I don't think I can pick those though. Yeah, there's quite a few there. I'd have to walk into the creek to get them, or get them from the other side, pull them back maybe. But they're not ripe yet though. And look at the water coming out of this neighbor's field. Yeah, he dug a ditch with his track hoe all along the edge of the trees. We'll go out all the way out to the road, way over there. So all that water flows along the edge, comes out here. A lot more water coming out of there is here. He did the same thing here, but only from there. Only from the road there, there's a culvert there for those trees back there. And then it goes along the edge of those trees and comes down here. Empties in here, so. These two streams are adding to the water before it goes across. Before it goes through my culvert on the bridge here. Then it comes out here. Yeah. Yeah, the water's higher today. Because of the, I know we got at least a half inch. Probably a little bit more now. Could be around 3/4 now. It's been raining. I checked it around 8 a.m. and it's 10:30 or after. So it's over 2 hours, so. Could be around 3/4 of an inch now. Here's a look at my concrete work I did this spring. Yeah, to prepare for hauling bales. It worked out pretty good. There's some water collecting there, but it can't go across anymore. First, when it floods, there's a stream there that I just showed you. It's over that way. It overflows there by that tree right in front of that post there. And it comes across here, and then it made a big gully there. So hopefully that concrete will block it, but it can still go around the post. But I'm guessing it's going to come down, hit that concrete here, go down, and then go over here. Come down the hill. And, yeah. And some of it will go over here, and some of it might go across here to go back into the creek. Don't know for sure how it's going to work. Hopefully I won't get another flood. But if we do, then hopefully this will prevent some of the erosion here that was happening. This side here doesn't erode that much, but I can see water flowing down here though, from up there. Somehow the ditch got dug in there, probably from a flood or something. Something made that a low spot. Yeah, so I either need some rock on here, or maybe even some concrete. Maybe that's something I can do next year. Yeah, I spent enough money this year on this bridge repair, maintenance, whatever it's called. But if I did put concrete on here, the first thing I would do is just make a path for my tires. That's what I kind of did on the other side first. Yeah, I'll dig it in and put a concrete path. Oh, maybe 2 foot wide, maybe 2 foot wide across, or at least 18 inches, something like that. Probably, yeah, that would work. The width or the length, yeah, the length of a cement bag or concrete bag, yeah, quickpeat bag, yeah. Yeah, I could even dig a trench and then lay the bags right in there. I don't even have to mix it. I'll just lay the bags in there and drive over the bag. But I think to do it right, I need some kind of reinforcement inside the concrete, and then pour it like I did everything else. Yeah, it's something to plan for. We'll see. Gotta wait for the money. Yeah. I'm satisfied with my concrete work. Yeah. I probably could have done a better job over here on this side. That's where most of the traffic is. But I'm glad I extended that side over too, because that keeps my vehicles away from that post now when I can drive over there now. But that edge there, that corner, gets most of the traffic. So I need to maybe put some more concrete from there up in here. Yeah. Or more rock, one or the other. But some more rock up in here wouldn't hurt. This area don't flood that much, unless it's a big flood, like last year. 8 inches was too much. Anyway, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to go any farther. Oh, well, I guess I will since I'm out here. It's not raining hard. Creek's flowing pretty good. The cattle they're up at the top somewhere. Yeah, the culvert, it's only half full. It's hidden behind that tree there. Yeah, it's got a good flow of water in it now. Let's keep going. Well, this area here drains off pretty good. Well, I don't have to worry about this too much. There's a remnant. That pond is a remnant of where the creek used to flow along the base of that hill. And then, then it flowed back this way and met up where that tree is. And I filtered it all in with trees and dirt. And at the same time, I put a culvert in. So there's a culvert over on this side, and it goes all the way underneath to the creek. But I think it's somewhat plugged up, but I think it still flows. I seen the end of it sticking out one day. Yeah. But anyway, I could use some more rock down in this low spot. Yeah, it's always a wet spot through here. I added some rock here last year. Is it last year? Last year or the year before that? I forget. Anyway, it's yeah. It needs some more rock. And I need another load anyway. I need some more rock at the top for my pile. Okay, we'll see. Oh, I can smell the flowers of those milkweeds over there by that tree. Oh, that smells good. It smells sweet. That's why I keep them. I don't cut down those flowers, those weeds. They call them weeds, but I like them. And they're beneficial to butterflies. Hey, there's a mulberry. I just noticed it. Yeah, I don't see no fruit on it though. Huh. Maybe it's one of them males. Anyway, the water flows down on the other side of that road. Also flows on this side too, but it goes into that pond or out the drain pipe. The water flows down there, follows the cow path, goes underneath the gate, goes underneath the oiler, and then flows here. Yeah, flows here, and then it keeps on flowing down to the creek. And there's a little ditch. It formed a little ditch. Don't go that way. So, this probably needs some work too. I need to divert this water somehow. I don't know how. I don't know where I'd go. I'd almost have to somehow raise this up in here, so the water will go around and go that way to the creek. But even if it went around, it would find its way, because this water here It goes that way. It flows this way. I think right through there. The water does flow that way, but now it's look like it's flowing more this way. Yeah, I'd have to dam this up again to force it to go that way. I've done that before. See, it's flowing through there. I could dam this up right here and make it flow that way. Yeah, that's probably a quickest solution. Yeah, I don't want to put rock here, but I can put something there, log or something that will divert the water. Yeah, I got some logs up by the corral, so maybe I'll do that. Anyway, yeah, the water flows down there, flows through, follows their path, comes here, and flows right underneath the order, making a ditch. Yeah, if I dam it up there, that'll divert some of the water that way. Two places I got to dam it. That'll help a little bit going not that way, but I got to figure out what to do here. I could dam it up here somehow, and then the water will flow that way, but then it might just come back in. Anyway, I have to think of something someday. Yeah, I don't really want to put nothing here, because that's where they walk under. Or there. Yeah, this is where I'm going to be cutting for the ironweeds with the sycamore first. I'll cut this first with the sycamore. All this here. I was going to try spraying it, but that's too much work. I got some thistles growing in too. They're starting to bloom. Yeah, they're making buds, flower buds. Cut them down too. And then I'll cut this whole side. I'll cut everything here. It should be easy to cut. Yeah. It's quicker with the sycamore than it is with the bush hog. Bush hog's only 5 foot wide. I think the sycamore I'm going to use is the 9-footer. The 9-foot sycamore belongs to my dad, but it belongs to the farm. But I borrowed it a while back because my 7-foot sycamore had a problem. I still got it, and I think it'll still work. I forget what was wrong with it when I stopped using it, but anyway, I think it's still usable, but I'm going to use the 9-footer since I know that works. Last time I used it. Yeah, I'll cut this first with the sycamore if this works out, and it cuts good. There's not as much to cut here except the tall ironweeds. But over there, I want to cut that too with the sycamore. Yeah. But I gotta wait till I can't cut this here. I can't get in there with the tractor. Yeah, like I said, there's a big ditch there. I probably could if I drove in, closed the gate, and then drove in, but there's lots of logs and stuff in there, and it's kind of rough, so I don't think I want to get in there with the tractor and sycamore, although I could if I had to. There's not much room to turn around though with a tractor in there. I could probably only make about 2 cuts anyway, but it's something to think about. If I do, I'd have to go walk through there and clear out all the logs and debris so I don't hit it with the mower. But it's something. The only problem is that ditch there going down. I don't know if I can get over that ditch with my tractor. Like I said, it's something I gotta think about. And look at that nice milkweeds. They're blooming nice, and they smell good. But I came this far, I might as well go all the way up. I hear a waterfall. Right there. Waterfall. Yeah. Actually, water's flowing through there. I said there's some kind of a spring up there. Yeah, there's a little mound there. Because there shouldn't be that much water. I think most of that water's coming from here. Yeah, from here. Yeah. Yeah, but there is a spring up there along this hill there, and at the very top in front of those feeders. Yeah, there's a low spot. It's always been a wet spot there. But anyway, this water's coming, most of it's coming from that area up there, the watershed up there. Well, I didn't see the cattle yet. They're probably up by the shelter maybe. Or just in the trees somewhere. Well, there's my hay from last year. The ones on the left here, and the newer, the brownish looking ones are the ones from this year. After I mow all the weeds at the bottom, in the bottom land, I'll come up here some other day and I'll cut the weeds up here on the top pasture. Yeah, because there'll be a lot of weeds growing. I can mow right across those areas where I feed. Yeah, instead of bush hogging it, yeah, or spraying it. Yeah, as long as I keep them cut down. Yeah. There's some weeds up there too. The ones I want to cut are the ironweeds, mostly ironweeds and thistle. Yeah, the ones the cattle don't eat. That's my hay for winter. Hopefully I'll get another cutting in September or October. It won't be as much as this, but that might give me 50 or less bales. I hope I'll get something. The question will it be worth cutting when the time comes to cut the last cutting? Yeah, the drainage from this hill, I see water standing in that low spot there, and that water goes that way. Goes down. That's what's causing all that erosion there where I closed the gate. That's why I had that rock put there. But now the water's following the track. Yeah, eroding this a little bit. So I need some rock in here too. Yeah. By the time I put down all the rock that I need on the road, there may not be any left to make a pile for my other uses of rock. And the other rain comes down this way. Some of it ends up down there. But I think the majority of it goes down this way. That way. Anyway, that's the way it is. Yeah, there's not as many ironweeds up here. Yeah. Yeah, anything around the corral I'll have to spray because I may not be able to get too close to the corral with that sycamore. Yeah, but these here, I can get these. Looks like I need to spray inside the what do you call that? The storage area, bale storage. The weeds are growing back on the inside of the fence. Yeah, and there's the bales from this year. Yeah. Yeah, there's some more what do I call it? Milkweed. But that milkweed didn't have any blooms on them. I think they grew late, that's why. But they'll probably bloom later, I hope. Anyway, I'm gonna walk up, see where the cattle are, if I can find them. There's a few of the cattle, 3 of them anyway. The old mama cow, her 5th calf, which is a bull, her only bull from last year, and another, I can't tell which one it is. I think it's a red cow over there. And I just realized something. I can cut some of this with the sycamore, but when those Jimson weeds get big, I can't cut them. When they're small, I can cut them, but when they're big, their stems get like wood. It's like cutting a tree. So I can't do that. So the bigger ones I'll have to spray, but the smaller stuff I can cut. Yeah, the smaller stuff. See those small? Those are small Jimson weeds there, and that small one there. If they remain small, I can cut them. with my sycamore. Yeah, but I'll do this pasture on top later. That's not that important yet. For cutting the weeds. In the past, I've just bush hogged it. Yeah, I'm gonna try the sycamore this year. Since I got it, might as well use it. I hear the other cattle down in that low spot down there. I heard them mooing. Yeah, that's the work I did on that gate. The 12-foot gate that was in there, I got it tied between those two trees and got some logs that I had cut from some trees and limbs that I had to cut down because they were hanging too low. Anyway, I put those 3 posts in as a corner anchor for the fence, but mostly an anchor for the 16-foot gate. Instead of a 12-foot, I put a 16. Yeah, because I needed a wider gate there to bring the bales in and out with my brother's tractor when we were unloading. And before that, before we hauled bales, I had them push some of this thick manure. Yeah, it was real thick in there and over here. Yeah, I can't even hardly drive on it when it's wet. But the grass is growing back from the bales, so that's good. And so I had them push this out so we'd have a drier place to drive the tractors and trailers with hay and unload them. And I had them just push the manure over there. If I ever need it, I know where it is. I'll probably never use it again though. I guess if I was smart, I'd get a manure spreader and my own tractor with a loader. But I don't have that type of money, so I'll just let it lay here. Yeah. Okay, I'm starting to get wet now, even with my umbrella. Yeah, that's the red cow over that way. I'll see if I can find the rest of them. Yeah, when those Jimson weeds get big, their wood becomes like wood. Their stems become like wood. And there's a 2-year-old heifer that I hope is getting bred. Oh, she's still eating those dry leaves from the trees branches that I trimmed. The biggest one was there. I cut that whole limb off. I even got my chainsaw stuck underneath when I was cutting it because I underestimated the weight of the branch. And there's the logs that I got cut off of it. Well, that's just a wooden post that I had on the old gate. The old gate post I had, which was broken, that was the broken one, and I had that one put in temporarily to hold that other gate up. But then I put those 3 posts in to anchor this gate here, so everything's working good now. I'm wanting to put a wider gate in here anyway, and I just happen to have this one. I got it from the farm a while back, and I had it up there by the corral. I thought I might use it up there, but I didn't need it there, so I needed it here. So actually that's my gate from the farm because I used it for some cattle there at the farm when I was raising cattle there. Yeah. Okay. Let's go looking for the other cattle. I don't see nobody down there. They must be over there somewhere. I see these 3, 4. I hear the calves. Hey, come here. You want to smell me? Not today, huh? I see one calf. The others are over there somewhere. That's the mama cow's 6th calf, female. It's down there. I think that's the last calf that was born, a female. And that calf over there, I think that calf there, between those 2 trees, I think that belongs to that red cow that was out in the eating. And that calf there belongs to her, the white cow. Yeah. That's her calf. I'm not sure who I'm looking at. Okay, that calf there is from last year, bull calf. That belongs to her. And I'm not sure where her calf is. Oh, that might be her calf, but I don't think so. I don't think that's her calf. I don't think it is. If that's got a black nose, that belongs to the red cow. Yeah, I think that belongs to the red cow. Her calf is light colored and patchy. It's losing some hair. I haven't seen it. So I got one, two. I've seen three calves. Not, because that's a yearling. I'm talking about the calves from this year. I'll see what I can find. Well, that calf found her mama. See if I can find the rest of them. That one's still nursing. Yeah. That one there was the last calf born, I think. Belongs to that cow over there. The one on the pond dam. Yeah. So that calf belongs with her. Pretty sure. And then there's the bull over there. And then there's the black calf from last year. That belongs to her. That black one is her older brother from last year. Yeah, that one down there eating with the black nose, that belongs to, where'd she go? That belongs to that red cow there. Okay. Looking for her calf. I haven't found her calf yet. See it now. It's coming around, it's coming up behind the bull. Looking for her mama. I know where your mama is. Your mama's over there on the pond dam with the bully. And then where'd she go? The striped cow, her calf from this year. It's over there by the bull. It's coming up it's behind them trees right now. Yeah, I heard it. Oh, bully. Yeah. There's that other calf from the other cow. I'm going to sell it and that light colored bull calf from last year. Yeah. I guess this mama cow, this cow here, she hears her calf crawling, but she doesn't seem to care too much. That's her calf bawling. Now you're going to come, huh? Hi, bully. So you got a few flies, huh? Yeah. I'll have to recharge the oiler one of these days. I've got plenty here to eat. That calf that's bawling belongs to that cow, and that calf there belongs to that cow, striped cow behind the tree, that's next to the calf that's bawling. Huh. You guys got the wrong calves. That calf belongs to that cow, and that calf belongs to that cow. You guys need to switch. Yeah. Maybe with this rain, the grass I sowed in there will grow better with this rain. Yeah. Hopefully it will rain or make the grass grow better. Oh, look at all the white clover they got to eat. Yeah. Yeah, I'll mow this with the sycamore hopefully before those gypsum weeds get too big. Yeah, there aren't that many out here this year. But they're just starting to sprout now. So yeah, that calf, mama cow's calf, he's eating the salt I put in there, or that was already in there. Some of them. Yeah. You guys are so noisy. Uh-oh. Starting to rain harder. I got a long walk back to my truck. Good thing I brought a plastic bag for my phone. Okay, I gotta go. I'm gonna get wet now, even with the umbrella. All right, girls, boys. I see you got plenty to eat up here. Not even counting the grass down in the bottom. Well, that calf found her mother. Yeah, the one next to the bull. Yeah. The other two, I don't know. They're over that way. And look at these weeds. Yeah. Jumping weeds are the worst, and then there's some sticker weeds that grow. I haven't seen too many of them yet, but I think they grow when it's hot. Yeah, it hasn't been that hot yet, so I'm sure they'll start growing here pretty soon. I wouldn't be able to walk out here barefoot if there was. Oh! Yeah, fly just bit me on my leg. Ouch. Anyway, is there any weeds growing in this black soil here that was scraped off? Yeah, there's weed seeds everywhere. And there's the manure that was pushed off. And oh yeah, she found her calf, or the calf found her, a striped one. Yeah, I think the other cow behind, right next to the shelter. Yeah, seemed like all the calves found their mamas, and they're nursing now. Yeah, I think mama cow went inside the shelter to eat salt with her baby. Those two are inside there. That one's got her baby nursing. This white one's nursing nursing her calf, and the other two cows behind the shelter, they're nursing also. So all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 calves are nursing probably. Okay, I gotta get down the hill back to my truck. Yeah, I don't even think I locked it, but I got the key. Okay, you can see how much the manure built up over years of feeding here. But everything's growing good on top of it. Just hard to drive on it when it's thick like that. Oh, I'm enjoying my barefoot walk in the rain. Yeah, I haven't done that since I was a kid. Yeah, I'll have to wait till the ground dries out before I can go out there and mow that with the sycamore. But if it's not raining tomorrow, I think I'll hook up the sycamore and get it ready for when the ground is dry enough. Yeah, I think cutting these weeds in the pasture with the sycamore is the fastest way to get it done, and the easiest way for me. It may not be the permanent solution because I'm sure they'll grow back, but at least I can keep them from blooming. Yeah, I can smell them from here. They smell good. I see a bee on it, some kind of bee on the blossom. Bee or a fly, I'm not sure. Yeah, look, I think that's a honeybee. I'm getting close. I'm almost there. To the truck, that is. Yeah, I'll need some rock in this low spot. Next time I get a load of rock, I'll spread it on the road. And if I have to, I might get a second load, a smaller load, to dump at the top for a pile. We'll see how far the first load goes. I'm going to dump some across there from the road all the way to the gate, and then maybe a little bit there on this side of the bridge, and a little bit more on this side of the bridge, some through here, and if there's any left, up by the gate on top. And if there is any left, I'll just have them make a pile like I did before. Well, I made it back to the truck. I gotta go home. Okay, heading home. It's mostly stopped raining now, so, but I still got a little wet. I'm back at home now. Well, it's been about an hour or more, so I guess I can finish my laundry. I need to dump out all that water, take clothes out, dump the water, and then put some new water in to rinse everything. Well, the clothes are out. Put them on the tractor tire. I cleaned it off first, the area where they need it. And now you got to dump that water and put some fresh water in, some clean water for rinsing. In case I'm saving a little electricity by doing it out here. And I don't mind. Not sure how much water I'm using doing it this way compared to the wash machine. I know it does a washing and then a rinse. Yeah. So I don't know if my washing machine's this big. It probably is. So I'm probably using about the same amount of water. Yeah. Filling up, I'm going to go check something. It stopped raining, but there's still water flowing down this little branch into this culvert here going under the road. And that goes out to this side. On my side, goes down to my culvert, my double culvert down there. So I want to go take a look at that. Water coming from underneath the road. Going here. All the way down. Another branch from the north merging right here with this stream, and another the same branch has another stream farther down flowing in. This is the first branch that flows into it, merges with it. Another stream flows in right here, but it's not as strong. It's not as strong. Oh, I just stepped on it. Yeah. There's not as much water coming in here, but some. And it all flows down here to my double culvert that I had put in this year. Yeah, it's working good. Yeah, that cement really helped force the water into the culvert and not underneath it like it was doing. Okay, that's all I really wanted to see. Cattle are out grazing, that's good. Even Mama Cow's out there eating some weeds, that's good too. She's on the right. Yeah, it's upstream. This is where it's flowing in. The concrete's forcing it up and into the culvert. Before I put the concrete there, all the water was going under the culvert, right in between them. Yeah, so I stopped that. Yeah. Like more water's coming out of there. And that's a smaller pipe. Yeah. Well, at least this plan worked out the way I planned. With a few modifications. I had to add the concrete, otherwise it wouldn't have worked. I should have just got one big culvert here, but I didn't have it, so made do with what I had. Oh, it's starting to rain again. I don't have my umbrella with me, so I gotta go. I got my plastic bag though. Oh, yeah, almost forgot. I got a water running up there for my laundry. Okay, I gotta get back to the house. I can hear the water flowing through the culverts up there, going downstream to the bigger creek. But my timing is a little off. I'm overflowing. But I guess that won't hurt too much. All I gotta do is rinse them out and wring the water out and hang them up to dry. Since that's my rinse water, I'm gonna leave it filled up in case I want to wash something else. Later. Oh well, all I gotta do is add the clothes and the detergent and it's ready, filled up. Why waste it? It's somewhat clean. Now I gotta hang up my laundry. There's something knocking in my barn. Must be a woodpecker. I think that the woodpecker is trying to eat pick those carpenter bees out of the wood. Yeah, they're knocking. That's a woodpecker, all right. I did see some holes that were bigger than they used to be. Yeah, they're pulling out them dead carpenter bees, maybe. Anyway, still misting a little bit. Not really rain, but it's a fine mist. I can just barely see it against those green trees. Look at the pears. They're getting bigger. The rain's mostly stopped now. Just a light mist. Hung laundry out up here. It's out of the rain. It'll dry eventually, even without the sunshine. There's my laundry hanging out to dry. I'll leave that rinse water out here in case I want to wash another, I guess you'd call it a load. Yeah, I don't have anything right now, but I might have it later. Yeah, it's this tree frog is chirping. That's that season where I go through a lot of shirts because of the sweat in summer. But that's life. Okay, that's all for now. I guess I need to go in and clean up and get ready to go to town and buy a few groceries. Just a few though. Not in the big store, but the small store in the small town. Well, at 2:50 p.m., the weather radar shows a little bit of green near me on the left. But to the northeast and southeast shows some rain, but I think that's moving away from me now. So I think the rain might be over, more or less. So I guess I can go to town now, buy a few groceries. Smells like clean laundry outside now. It's after 4 p.m. and I guess I'm ready to go to town, buy a few groceries, mostly snacks. It's bright now. Looks like there's a storm out that way, some rain out that way. But I doubt if it's coming my way. It's probably headed northeast. Yeah. Okay, I'm headed to town. Looks like there's some rain to the north too. But I don't think I'm getting it. It's kind of scary up to the north, but I'm not going that far. Okay, I'm about halfway to town. I decided to come home on a different road. I'm about 2 miles from the intersection at the crossroads. I'm west. I'm coming in from the west, not from the north. Yeah. There's a big stream down there in those woods, in those trees, and then it goes up the hill to where the crossroad is. Yeah, and there's the bridge way down there in the bottom. Yeah, way down there. There's a bridge up ahead. Just before I go up that other hill. And up high on that hill, up farther past that hill, up there is the crossroads. And then I turn right or south. That's behind me. The crossroads is up ahead past that house. Crossroads up ahead, and my house is to the right. And my house is way over there. I came from that direction today. To the farm, and that way is to my house. I'm back at home now. Home sweet home. Oh, I'm back from shopping, mostly snacks. Although I did buy some vinegar. I used the vinegar to remove the the minerals and stuff after at the bottom of my this distiller, my water distiller. Yeah, it builds up from cooking water, and the vinegar takes it right out. Anyway, I got some coconut milk. I got some bananas. I got some graham crackers. I got some potatoes, and I got some chips. Just a few snacks. Well, I'm home and I already unloaded the groceries at the back porch, but I didn't take them in the house yet. Yeah, I'll go down now and do that. I just noticed something as I was driving up there to back up. Right there is the same stuff I have in the hayfield. That's that weed called buckhorn. Yeah, these don't have the big flower stalk on because I kept this mowed. But I see one coming up there with a couple short ones. See right there. Yeah, they're trying to go to seed here. But that's what's taking over my hayfield, especially on the west side. I think they like wet. Yeah, and this area is wet. So I don't know what it's going to look like this cutting here, but looks like I might be forced to replant something in that hayfield, at least on the west side, the west half. Be 10 acres. I'm not sure what to plant in there, and I don't know how much it's going to cost me to do that, but I'll think about it after we get the second cutting off of it this September. If I do something, I'll have to do it sometime this fall. Yeah, I don't know what to do, because when this stuff takes over, nothing else wants to grow. The cat Spam sure likes it too. Yeah, you like that? Good for you. Comfortable 75 degrees at 7 p.m. These two are out here. I don't see the old cow and the white one. They must be somewhere. I'll check the barn and see if they're out there. I don't see the other two anywhere else, so I'll check the barn. Well, it's a little bit muddy walking out here. Yeah, I forgot it rained. The two are out here. I really don't know why they're so attracted to this. Here, it's all wet and muddy in there. So maybe there's less flies. She's going to get up. Yeah, I don't know what attracts them to come into here. Maybe it's cooler. But it's not cold. It's not hot today. A little muddy after that rain today. Yeah. I don't know why they would want to lay in that mud, manure. I don't know. I guess they got their preferences just like people do. Anyway, it's going to be a while for this mound here to dry up. They already made some mess there. Not so much there, but I might come out here and clean that up. Clean it out so their water can drain out better. But not now. I'll do it tomorrow maybe. If she wants to come out with me. It's easier for me to walk through here since I shoveled all that over out of my way. Here they come. Well, what do you want? Okay, I'm gonna go back in the house. I'm not gonna wait around for the sunset. There might be one if there's not too many clouds there, but I might come back out. I don't know. Just don't feel the urge right now. Oh, girl. Oh, there. Can you see me? Get the hair over your eyes. Look at that cat. She's waiting for me down by the gate. Yeah. I start feeding her Spam just because she's kind of skinny. I think that maybe that's why she lost her 4 kittens when they were only about a week old when they disappeared. Yeah. Maybe she got some meat on her bones. She can do a better job next time she gets pregnant. Hey, girl. There they come. Mama cow's coming out. And the bully too. Coming out to join the party. What's going on? Huh? You think I'm going to give you something? I never do. Why you would think? Why would you think that? Look at that. They're all lined up. I ain't got nothing for you. Stop fighting. Yeah, look at you. Yeah. Good shot. Yeah, I got to work on that lemongrass one of these days. And other things in the garden too. But it's too wet right now. It's raining a little bit. Even the cat came in out of the rain. Just starting to sprinkle. Oh well. Well, if I don't catch the sunset in about an hour, this will be it. That's all, folks, for today.